Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon, and this is PartnerTalks. Today, we have a very important guest. Tracy, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Sure. So I'm Tracy Beyer. I'm Senior Manager here at TD SYNNEX for Microsoft Cloud, and I lead our AI business solutions process and our security business for Microsoft.
Okay, excellent. So, Tracy, let's talk a little bit about TD SYNNEX. And I hear you sell a lot of Microsoft product.
We do sell a lot of Microsoft product. We're actually Microsoft is our leading hyperscaler as far as revenue here at TD SYNNEX. Globally, we hit our 4 billion mark in Microsoft Cloud. So quite an achievement over the years. We align quite well with all of our other countries and meet weekly and make sure we're all aligned. We're on the same sales areas of plays and tracking our revenue, which can be hard just because of where we have to have specific SKUs instead of just overall Microsoft, so we can break it up into solutions. So, but it's been a great position that I have today. It's always ever changing, and it's a cutting edge for me anyways. So.
Okay, Tracy, so you've got a pretty important position, but let's talk a little bit about, your career journey and how you got to the seat you're in today.
Sure. So I started at TD SYNNEX, and at that time it was Legacy Tech Data, in 1992, May 11th, 1992. And thought I could take off into accounting and operations, kind of saw it. Didn't like that. Distribution is different as far as accounting because there's vendors and there's partners, and it just was a lot. So I moved over to the software division and led our IBM Advantage and Lotus Passport licensing programs for a little over a year, and that was an eye-opening to me on exactly how we help our partners, because each vendor is difficult, and they need that guidance. And for a partner to go direct and ask IBM on licensing programs, you may not get a right person. It's hard. So that really made me understand the benefits of distribution. And what helped also is TD SYNNEX is very supportive around charities. We really promote diversity, and I feel like we're very focused on our employees. We just got the 4th or 5th year, I should know that. The best place to work is TD SYNNEX. And my career through TD SYNNEX has been amazing. After I did a lot of the IBM Lotus licensing programs, I moved over to retail and focused still on software. And we had actually dealt with a lot of inventory because everything was in a box. And one of my unique vendors back at the time was called KISS Software, and all they created were function keys. And so it was keeping it simple, and they were shortcuts. And back in the day, it wasn't already incorporated into some of the company's vendors, Microsoft's products. So. And then we dealt with end caps and inventory with all of the larger retailers. And at that time, I was still doing a lot of licensing programs on the side of it. So I went and trained a lot of our partners and things like that. So I did travel a little bit. My first work trip was to Boston to Lotus to get some training, and that was awesome. But my career has been great through that. I think pivotally where my career really changed was when we launched VMware at TD SYNNEX. I helped onboard them. I really built the team. I became a manager at that time. It was all very, very like game changing for me in my career, and we'll never forget it. It was a great experience. It was a lot of work to bring on VMware. We had to go and get over 300 of our sales reps at that time, 300 certified on VMware. So I dealt with a lot of trainings through that, and then even went to a lot of our partners and connected them through TD SYNNEX for the renewals of VMware and things like that. So I was on VMware for probably a couple of years, and then there was an opening to move to Microsoft. It was during M365 launch. So that was a game changer for Microsoft as well. Excuse me. And taking my experience from VMware, I led the System Center business and became really strategic in focusing on those partners, getting them ramped up, and then we had some great programs. It also was the first experience that I had with IMACP back in the day. So did a lot of those workshops that they had, did a lot of events. We were a big sponsor of IMACP back in the day. Was on Microsoft at that time for just a couple of years. And then I moved over to security and was in security for 15 years of my career, and I managed a lot of the larger security vendors, Checkpoint, a lot of back in the day McAfee and Trend Micro, and I loved it. The other thing that I also focused on when I was in security is onboarding new vendors. So because security, there was always the latest and greatest vendors out there, and we needed them on our line card to help support our partners. So did a lot of recruitment, onboarding of them, and hope that they were going to be successful and brought more revenue to our division, which most of them did. Then we went through the merger with TD SYNNEX or Tech Data and SYNNEX, becoming TD SYNNEX, and still within the security division, really still kept doing onboarding vendors. And then there was an opening on the Microsoft team. And because I had already been part of Microsoft, I had an opportunity to move back over to Microsoft and lead our, at the time, Dynamics business. Had built a team, was really excited about bringing them on. I also led a group of strategic solutions managers that actually help kind of support the sales side with pulling their slippage reports, helping pull their pipeline so they could actually do all that. So I still do that today. And then recently, Microsoft, is kind of they pulled out and did specific solution areas. So you had Azure, you had Dynamics, and then you had Modern Work. Well, now we have Azure/Fabric, and then we have AI Business Solutions Process and AI Business Solutions Workforce and Copilot and Security. So when they pulled out all of the focus from the Modern Work team to leverage the security business, then it just made sense for me to take that over as well, and still doing that today. And the best thing about working at TD SYNNEX, one, it's 15 minutes away from my home at the time, and in Clearwater, Florida, and it just became home to me. I always tell people that if back then I had a electric car, it would just take me automatically, because every day I drove to the Clearwater office, and it was really, really and has been a great career for me.
So just to give our viewership an idea, how many partners do you manage?
So under AI Business Solutions Process, and this does roll into low code, so Power Apps, Power Automate, and Copilot Studio, we have about 600 transacting AI Business Solution partners. On the security side, we have close to 1,700 partners buying Microsoft security. So that's a lot of partners that I get to work with and help grow their business. So I'm very, very happy where I'm at.
So I think we can say Tracy Beyer understands the software business. And one of the things that sort of hit home with me is, you said earlier, I've been in software since it was in a box, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of our, under 35-year-old viewers didn't know software was in a box at one time. But yeah, we got lots of boxes.
Very true. I started when we just got a fax machine, and where we would try to get vendors to sponsor events that we were starting and building, and so I stood in line at the fax machine because we didn't have that many in the office. That's something people probably don't even do now.
They can go look that up too.
Very, very, very rare. We use ours, but it's just because of all of the changes, and the industry itself has been so interesting for me, and also has challenged me over the 34 years. I can't stop. I love it, and want to continue. We'll see how my body does.
And that's what I tell people, that when you work in the software industry, it just changes. It's something new every day. There's always something to learn. So let's talk a little bit about 2026. And, we're kind of running into the last 2 quarters here of the year. Let's talk a little bit about the first half of the year. How was it for you and your team?
So the first half of FY27 and Microsoft's second half of their year was really busy. We really focus on helping partners close their renewals, making sure that they take advantage of the opportunities of upgrading, or even adding CRM instead of ERP, or vice versa. So that was a big focus to close Microsoft's year. We did a lot of events. I actually joined MSTW in FY25 and carried that through to FY26 and still today. And it actually helped me to get closer to the communities. It also introduced me to some amazing new people that I've learned or met and actually work with now, which is great. So it was a great year. We closed above our goals and record actually growth for TD SYNNEX in Microsoft.
Okay, so Tracy, I want to thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure having you on PartnerTalks, and I'm becoming a big believer in working with a distributor like TD SYNNEX. If you're a partner, if you want to get true support on what's going on in this AI cloud world we live in.
Yeah, completely. Thank you. This has been great. Thanks, Rick.
Okay. So have a great day, and we'll be back to you at some point to find out more about TD SYNNEX and how you help partners.
Perfect. Thank you.